it's honestly the best website that I found, to be honest with you. I really enjoy it, and I've told other people about it and they seem to really enjoy it too.
Yay. Yay, that's good. Have you tried other campsites?
I've tried them. They're not as good as this one. Uh, I just like this because of the way everything is set up, and it's just like more user friendly.
Definitely. So what would you say are the main differences that you've noticed between LiveJasmin and other sites? I know you mentioned it's way more user friendly. What about are there differences in models that you've noticed?
Uh, yeah, there's a huge difference. The people that are on LiveJasmin now, from what I've noticed, they seem more into it and like really want to get to know with the client and everything. And they're just very friendly overall compared to other ones. Some are just like not as friendly or really into it.
So you've noticed that the models on LiveJasmin are much more like they enjoy what they're doing. They enjoy the experience and interaction more than other models that you've experienced.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have this thought, but I'm not sure. You tell me because you would know better. You're, a member of LiveJasmin.
Yeah.
I was talking to some friends about the differences between other campsites and LiveJasmin. And the difference that I think I really have found, but I want your thoughts on this, are that LiveJasmin, it really is more about a connection and a relationship. And other campsites, it's more about, I think, just like the one and done, like sexual thing.
Yeah. I see that also. It's more of the connection and everything, and compared to other ones, like you said, it's once you start talking to one, you come back the next day and they'll remember who you are and like remember the time that you guys had.
Yeah, it's like a real relationship or connection.
Exactly.
How long have you been a member of LiveJasmin?
I gotta say probably 2-3 years.
So during the pandemic, you were on the site.
Yeah, that's when I spent most of my time on there.
Yeah. Okay. Talk to me about that because I feel like the pandemic, it just isolated all of us. And then we needed some type of connection, obviously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was more of like, since you're stuck at home, you're not really out talking to people, you're literally isolated, and then you come upon this website and then you build a connection, and it's like a human interaction that you kind of need.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, I'm so happy you've had such a positive experience.
I don't think I've ever had a negative one.
Oh, so all your experiences on the site have been positive.
Exactly.
I want to know from your perspective, what's the difference between like LiveJasmin and say social media like Instagram?
Oh, there's a huge difference. Like Instagram, for example, you're just scrolling through videos and like probably just pictures, and that's it. And you can comment or whatever, but you won't hear back from them. But with like the models and stuff with you guys, you're getting a reaction almost every single time you try and talk to them, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, so it's again that interaction.
Mhm.
It's like,
It just means a lot to myself, and I'm sure a bunch of other people.
yeah, talk to me more about that.
The interaction is a huge thing to me because it's more like getting to know a person or seeing what they like, instead of just like you tell them one thing and then 30 minutes later you'll probably never talk to them again. It's just like a huge connection thing, interaction, everything that really attracts me to it. And it's one of the best websites out there, I gotta say.
I love that. Well, yeah, I can tell that for you, the interaction, the connection is really, really valuable
Mhm.
because like we've said, I mean, you could watch porn, you could go and comment on someone's set like Instagram,
Mhm.
but you actually pay to interact with the models on LiveJasmin because it's such a positive experience for you.
Mhm. It's it's good both ways, in private and in public, because they still interact with you both ways. They always say hi, they always greet you every single time, which is amazing.
That is. Okay, so I want to ask you if you have any like favorite models on the site that you've developed a strong connection with.
I actually have a couple.
Yeah.
I, the first time I was on there, this one model and I had a very strong connection. It was amazing. And then once I started to find out what type of people I liked, I started broadening like my aspects of everything, and then more favorites started to come in, and then the list of favorites started piling in.
Is there a model that you feel like you've really built a relationship with?
She always seems to like know who I am, know what I like, this, that, and other.
What's the thing about her that you like the most?
I just like her vibe, her like happy vibe, like energetic, like always wanting to make someone happy, and just overall make the person a happy person. She always tries her best to do that.
So you would say that she brings joy into people's lives and your life.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome. Um, is there like a favorite memory that you have on Jasmine?
Uh there's a couple.
Like connection based.
Connection based, yeah. Sometimes I go on there just to talk, and
Yeah.
sometimes I go on there to do other things. But um whenever I go on there to talk, it's genuine. It's they're interacting with the conversation. They're not just blowing you off, and
Yeah.
actually like sharing their experience and everything, which is amazing about that, which I personally enjoy.
Absolutely. What would you say is the number one benefit that Jasmine brings to your life?
The number one benefit I gotta say is the human interaction part, because sometimes it's hard to go out there and talk to other people because some people just don't connect with you on that type of basis. And so when you go on there, you can you're literally a click away, and you can meet and have an amazing interaction with that person. It's just an overall happy place to go on to, which you can't really find anywhere.
Yeah, it's kind of hard these days to go on anything online and find a place where it's just mainly a positive, joyful, loving experience, right?
Exactly.
Sounds like you are getting like a strong hit every time you're on the website for good
It's
interaction.
literally every single time. I don't know how, why, or anything. It's just, I guess it's the luck of the draw.
And then, though, it sounds like the site is just bringing this experience of joy into your life.
Yeah.
That's incredible. We essentially, with these interviews, part of what we want to do is give the industry itself and the models a voice. We're also interviewing models and human connection experts. And we want to show that, like how you just said wonderfully, this isn't just about a flirty or sexual experience, at least not here on this site.
Mhm.
It's more than that. If it were just about a sexual experience, people would be going to free porn, right?
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
um, I'm curious what your message would be to people who have a negative stigma or judgment towards the models or the site.
Uh, the message that I would have to give is that you would have to actually take the time and like the effort to maybe get to know them instead of just trying to get the interaction that you were feeling. You would always have to see what the model is really feeling, because sometimes they're not always into what you're talking about. You would always just actually like try and have a conversation with them instead of just using them. But the main message is that like you just need to take the time, look for what you're looking for, and then go from there.
So basically, just take the time to see for yourself
Mhm.
and be a decent human being. Like you said,
Exactly.
like you can't, these are people and the connections at this site are very real. So you can't really use the models, you know, because the models aren't trying to use you. They're
Mhm.
actually doing a job that they really love, most of them, you know.
Exactly.
Do you feel like maybe you're able to show a different side of yourself with the models, or you feel like safer to do that?
Yeah, actually, I do. I personally always feel the need to ask what they're into, and then they'll always ask me what I'm into, and that's where the bond starts to come in, and then that's where the connection starts rolling and the interactions and everything. And I feel like I can be myself and actually genuinely talk to a person on there, and just overall get to know the person and have them get to know me.
That's so cool. I've talked to a few other members, and something some of them have said is that because of the positive experiences they've had with some of the models, they actually have felt more confident with women in the real world. Just
That is actually true. That is
yeah.
very true. Um, it's definitely built my confidence a lot more than what it was, and the models have seemed to really help me get to that point, which is amazing to me because I'm always super shy and stuff like that.
Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. So, like, from your positive experiences on the site, you actually have felt more confident and outgoing.
Exactly.
Do you feel like more confident asking girls out or dating or any of that?
I I really do. I've within 3 years, I've been able to like at a party, I'm able to go up and actually talk to 5 or 6 of them at a time, or like
There you go.
instead of being in the corner, being shy and stuff like that.
That's really good. Very
It's
cool.
definitely it's definitely boosted my confidence than what it was.
Wow. Okay. So we have identified three major benefits from you using the site, which is, of course, the foundation of it all, the human connection and interaction,
Yeah.
the just joy and positivity, and the confidence boost.
Yeah.
And I mean, that goes both ways, you know, like I know that I've heard from the models that the members, their compliments and their like loving nature towards them boosts their confidence too.
That's actually pretty interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. It's definitely a two-way street, I think. I think that's part of what has made Jasmine successful is that it's really an authentic ecosystem, if you will, you know, like um for them they're bringing you like joy and pleasure into your life, and for you guys, you know, who are supporting them or taking them private or whatever, that's helping them get their dreams come true. That's helping
Exactly.
them, you know, go to school. How does that make you feel to know that when you're on the site and you're supporting them, you're literally helping their dreams come true and helping them build a life for themselves?
That actually makes me feel really, really happy because I feel like everyone should help them have someone help them chase their dreams and help them out.
So I like to end the interviews by asking what's one thing in your life right now that you are really grateful for?
Um, I'm honestly really great that I had this interview with you
Oh,
because it helps you guys have helps other people understand what the purpose of the website is, and just helps everybody overall, which I personally enjoy.
Yeah, no, what you said is very true. Like this interview does help everyone because we do want to shine a more positive and realistic spotlight in the industry. So thank you so much for giving us your time.
You're welcome.